Today, we remember the legendary American actors and iconic celebrities we sadly lost. From unforgettable Hollywood stars to beloved entertainers who inspired millions, their legacy will continue to live on through their movies, talent, and timeless memories. In this video, we pay tribute to the famous faces who passed away today and celebrate the incredible impact they left on the world of entertainment. Rest in peace to these legends. They may be gone, but they will never be forgotten. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel. So, without wasting any time, let's get started.
Ted Turner was an American media entrepreneur, television producer, and philanthropist best known for founding CNN, the world's first 24-hour news network. He was born on November 19, 1938, in Cincinnati, Ohio, United States, and passed away on May 6, 2026 at the age of 87. Turner revolutionized global broadcasting through Turner Broadcasting System and launched major channels including TNT and Cartoon Network. Beyond media, he was also known for his environmental activism and humanitarian work through the United Nations Foundation. His influence changed modern television news forever and made him one of the most important figures in media history. Don Sterling was an iconic American sports broadcaster best known as the longtime radio voice of the New York Yankees. He was born on July 4, 1938, in New York City, United States, and passed away in May 2026 at the age of 87. Sterling became famous for his energetic commentary style and legendary home run catchphrases that entertained baseball fans for decades. His unique voice and passion for the game made him one of the most beloved broadcasters in Major League Baseball history. Doris Fisher was an American businesswoman and philanthropist best known as the co-founder of Gap, Inc. She was born on August 23, 1931, in San Francisco, California, United States, and passed away on May 2, 2026 at the age of 94. Alongside her husband, Donald Fisher, she helped build Gap into one of the world's biggest fashion retailers. Fisher was also respected for her charitable work, support for education, and contributions to the arts and cultural institutions. Jonathan Tiersten was an American actor and musician, best known for his role as Ricky Thomas in the cult horror film Sleepaway Camp, 1983. He was born on November 11, 1965. In New York City, United States, and reportedly passed away in 2026 at the age of 60. Tiersten gained a loyal fan following through horror cinema and later continued his career in music and live performances. His work in independent horror films made him a memorable figure among classic horror movie fans. Burt Lawwill was a legendary American motorcycle racer and Hollywood stunt performer. He was born on September 25, 1940, in Boise, Idaho, United States, and passed away in 2026 at the age of 85. Lawwill became famous after winning the AMA Grand National Championship in 1969 and later appeared in the famous motorcycle documentary On Any Sunday. He was inducted into the Motorcycle Hall of Fame and remained one of the most respected names in American motorsports history. Evaristo Beccolossi was an Italian football star, best known for his successful years as an attacking midfielder for Inter Milan. He was born on May 12, 1956, in Brescia, Italy, and reportedly passed away in 2026 at the age of 69. Beccolossi became admired for his creativity, technical skills, and spectacular goals during the late 1970s and 1980s. He was considered one of the most entertaining midfielders in Italian football and remained a beloved figure among Inter Milan supporters. Jake Hall was a British television personality and entrepreneur, best known for appearing on the reality television series The Only Way is Essex, Towai. He was born on August 20, 1990, in England, and passed away in 2026 at the age of 35. Hall became popular through reality television before moving into fashion and business ventures. His stylish public image and growing social media influence helped him build a successful entertainment career admired by many young fans. Jim Whittaker was a famous American mountaineer and outdoor adventurer, best known as the first American to successfully reach the summit of Mount Everest in 1963. He was born on February 10, 1929, in Seattle, Washington, United States, and reportedly passed away in 2026 at the age of 97. Whitaker became a national hero through his historic Everest expedition and later inspired generations of climbers and explorers. He also worked with outdoor companies and promoted environmental awareness throughout his life. Jim Whitaker was a famous American mountaineer and outdoor adventurer, best known as the first American to successfully reach the summit of Mount Everest in 1963. He was born on February 10, 1929, in Seattle, Washington, United States, and reportedly passed away in 2026 at the age of 97. Whitaker became a national hero through his historic Everest expedition and later inspired generations of climbers and explorers. He also worked with outdoor companies and promoted environmental awareness throughout his life. Jesse Jackson is an American civil rights activist, Baptist minister, and political leader known for his work in the American civil rights movement. He was born on October 8, 1941, in Greenville, South Carolina, United States, and is currently 85 years old. Jackson worked closely with Martin Luther King Jr. during the civil rights era and later founded organizations focused on social justice and equality. He also ran for President of the United States in the 1980s and became one of the most influential African-American political figures in modern American history. Don Schlitz is an American songwriter best known for writing some of the most famous country songs in music history. He was born on August 7, 1952, in Durham, North Carolina, United States, and is currently 73 years old. Schlitz became internationally famous after writing the legendary song The Gambler, recorded by Kenny Rogers. Throughout his career, he wrote numerous hit songs for major country artists and won several Grammy and CMA awards. His songwriting helped shape modern country music, making him one of the genre's most respected lyricists and composers. Robert Duvall is a legendary American actor and filmmaker widely regarded as one of the greatest performers in Hollywood history. He was born on January 5, 1931, in San Diego, California, United States, and is currently 95 years old. Duvall became famous for unforgettable roles in films such as The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, and Tender Mercies, winning an Academy Award and several Golden Globe Awards. His long career and powerful acting performances earned him enormous respect in the film industry worldwide. Chuck Norris is an American martial artist, actor, and cultural icon, famous for his action films and television series Walker, Texas Ranger. He was born on March 10, 1940, in Ryan, Oklahoma, United States, and is currently 86 years old. Norris first gained fame through martial arts championships before becoming a Hollywood action star. Over the years, he became known worldwide for his tough on-screen image, martial arts skills, and internet pop culture fame through the popular Chuck Norris Facts phenomenon. James Van Der Beek is an American actor best known for playing Dawson Leary in the popular television drama Dawson's Creek. He was born on March 8, 1977, in Cheshire, Connecticut, United States, and is currently 49 years old. Van Der Beek became a major teen television star during the late 1990s and early 2000s. Besides television, he also appeared in films, comedy series, and stage productions, gaining praise for both dramatic and comedic performances throughout his acting career. Robert Cluck is an American businessman, educator, and former university president known for his leadership in higher education. He was born in the United States and became recognized for serving as president of several universities, including Tennessee Tech University. Cluck earned respect for his work in academic development, educational leadership, and university administration. His contributions helped strengthen academic programs and institutional growth during his career in education. Neil Sedaka is a legendary American singer, songwriter, and pianist known for his classic pop hits during the 1950s, 1960s, and 1970s. He was born on March 13, 1939, in Brooklyn, New York, United States, and is currently 87 years old. Sedaka became famous for timeless songs such as Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, Calendar Girl, and Oh Carol. Throughout his long music career, he sold millions of records worldwide and became one of the most successful pop artists of his generation. His influence on classic pop music remains strong today. Africa Bambaataa is an American DJ, rapper, and music producer widely recognized as one of the founding pioneers of hip-hop culture. He was born on April 17, 1957, in the Bronx, New York City, United States, and is currently 69 years old. Bambaataa became famous during the early hip-hop movement for blending electronic music, rap, and DJ culture. He founded the Universal Zulu Nation and helped spread hip-hop culture worldwide through music, breakdancing, and street art. His song, Planet Rock, became one of the most influential tracks in hip-hop history. Eric Dane is an American actor widely known for his role as Dr. Mark Sloan, also called McSteamy, in the medical drama Grey's Anatomy. He was born on November 9, 1972, in San Francisco, California, United States, and is currently 54 years old. Dane also gained recognition for his performances in television series such as Euphoria and The Last Ship. His strong screen presence and charismatic performances helped make him one of television's most recognizable actors. Valentino Garavani is a legendary Italian fashion designer best known as the founder of the luxury fashion brand Valentino. He was born on May 11, 1932, in Voghera, Italy, and is currently 94 years old. Garavani became internationally famous for his elegant, haute couture designs worn by celebrities, royalty, and world leaders. His signature style, especially the famous Valentino Red, helped redefine luxury fashion and made him one of the most influential designers in fashion history.
Robert De Niro, the life, legacy, and lasting impact of a Hollywood giant. Few names in the history of cinema command as much respect and admiration as Robert De Niro. For more than half a century, De Niro has stood as one of the defining faces of Hollywood, a performer whose intensity, realism, and dedication transformed modern acting forever. Whether portraying dangerous mobsters, emotionally broken men, powerful leaders, or surprisingly warm comedic characters, he built a career unlike any other. Born in the United States and celebrated across the globe, Robert De Niro became famous for his extraordinary performances in legendary films such as Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, The Godfather Part II, Goodfellas, and Casino. His collaborations with director Martin Scorsese created some of the greatest films ever made and helped shape an entire era of American cinema. But Robert De Niro's story is about far more than awards and fame. It is the story of a quiet and deeply focused artist who devoted his life to perfecting his craft. He was known for disappearing into his roles, studying human behavior obsessively, and bringing an almost frightening level of realism to the screen. Audiences did not simply watch Robert De Niro perform, they believed him. Over the decades, De Niro became a symbol of cinematic excellence. Younger actors studied his performances like textbooks. Directors dreamed of working with him. Critics praised him as one of the greatest actors of all time. From gritty New York dramas to emotional family stories and blockbuster comedies, he proved again and again that true talent has no limits. His influence extended beyond acting. He became a producer, entrepreneur, and cultural figure who helped revive parts of New York City through business ventures and film festivals. He also became a powerful voice in political and social conversations, never afraid to speak openly about issues he believed mattered. As the years passed, Robert De Niro evolved from a rising young actor into a living legend. His face, voice, and unforgettable performances became woven into the cultural memory of generations. Even people who had never watched all of his films recognized his impact immediately. This biography explores the remarkable journey of Robert De Niro, from his early childhood in New York to his rise as a Hollywood icon, from his personal struggles to his historic achievements, and from the heights of fame to the enduring legacy he leaves behind. It is the story of a man who changed acting forever and whose work will continue to inspire audiences long after the cameras stop rolling. Robert De Niro was born on August 17, 1943, in Manhattan, New York City, USA. He grew up in the artistic neighborhoods of Greenwich Village and Little Italy, places filled with culture, creativity, struggle, and ambition. Those streets, crowded with immigrants, dreamers, painters, musicians, and working-class families, would later influence many of the characters he portrayed on screen. De Niro was the only child of two highly respected artists, Robert De Niro Sr. and Virginia Admiral. His father was an abstract expressionist painter and sculptor, while his mother was a talented painter and poet. Both were deeply involved in the New York art world. Their home was filled with creativity, conversation, and intellectual energy. However, Robert's childhood was not entirely stable. His parents separated when he was still very young. Although they remained close friends and continued co-parenting him, the separation left a lasting emotional impact. Young Robert spent time living with both parents and often found comfort in observing people quietly rather than expressing himself openly. As a child, De Niro was shy and introverted. Neighborhood kids nicknamed him Bobby Milk because of his pale complexion and quiet nature. But behind that reserved personality was a powerful imagination. He loved movies from an early age and became fascinated with performance and storytelling. He attended several schools during his youth, including the High School of Music and Art in New York, yet traditional education never fully captured his attention. Instead, acting began pulling him toward a different path. At age 10, he made his stage debut as the Cowardly Lion in a school production of The Wizard of Oz. Though small, the role awakened something inside him. Soon, De Niro became determined to pursue acting seriously. He later studied at the Stella Adler Conservatory and the Actors Studio, where he learned the techniques of method acting, a style that emphasizes emotional truth, psychological realism, and total immersion into a role. These acting schools shaped his philosophy completely. Influenced by legendary teachers and actors such as Marlon Brando, De Niro learned to approach acting not as performance, but as transformation. He believed actors must live their characters emotionally, physically, and psychologically. New York itself also became his greatest classroom. He spent countless hours observing people in restaurants, bars, subways, and city streets. He studied their gestures, accents, body language, and emotions. Those observations later helped him create some of the most realistic characters in film history. During his teenage years, De Niro dropped out of school to fully pursue acting. It was a risky decision. Success was far from guaranteed. Thousands of young performers dreamed of becoming stars, and most never achieved recognition. Yet Robert possessed unusual discipline and patience. He was not interested in quick fame. He wanted mastery. In the early years, he struggled financially and took small theater roles while trying to break into films. Like many young actors, he faced rejection, uncertainty, and long periods without major work. But every setback strengthened his determination. Little did anyone know that this quiet young man from New York would eventually become one of the most influential actors the world had ever seen. Career journey. Robert De Niro's journey into professional acting was slow, difficult, and built through persistence rather than overnight success. Unlike many stars who rose quickly through glamorous opportunities, De Niro spent years developing his craft in small productions and independent films. His earliest screen appearances came during the 1960s. One of his first collaborations was with director Brian De Palma, who cast him in films such as Greetings and Hi, Mom. These movies gave De Niro early exposure, but mainstream fame remained distant. At the time, Hollywood was changing dramatically. Traditional studio systems were fading, and a new generation of filmmakers wanted more realistic, emotionally raw performances. Robert De Niro fit perfectly into this revolution. His breakthrough arrived in 1973 with Mean Streets, directed by Martin Scorsese. The film explored life among small-time criminals in New York City. And De Niro's explosive performance as Johnny Boy captured attention immediately. The partnership between De Niro and Scorsese became one of the most important collaborations in cinema history. Together, they created films that were gritty, emotional, violent, human, and unforgettable. Only 1 year later, De Niro achieved worldwide recognition with The Godfather Part II. Playing the young Vito Corleone, a role originally made famous by Marlon Brando, De Niro faced enormous pressure. Instead of imitating Brando directly, he created a deeply respectful yet original interpretation. His preparation became legendary. To portray the Sicilian immigrant authentically, De Niro learned the Sicilian dialect and studied immigrant behavior carefully. The performance earned him the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor and established him as one of Hollywood's greatest young talents. Then came one of the most iconic roles in film history, Travis Bickle in Taxi Driver. De Niro immersed himself completely in the role of the lonely, mentally unstable Vietnam veteran driving through the dark streets of New York. He even worked as a real taxi driver to prepare. His famous line, "You talkin' to me," became one of the most quoted moments in movie history. The performance shocked audiences with its intensity and realism. It also confirmed that De Niro was willing to go further than almost any actor in pursuit of authenticity. Throughout the late 1970s and 1980s, his reputation continued growing. He starred in acclaimed films such as The Deer Hunter, a powerful story about the emotional scars of the Vietnam War. Then came perhaps the greatest performance of his career, Jake LaMotta in Raging Bull. De Niro transformed himself physically and emotionally for the role. He trained extensively as a boxer and later gained around 60 pounds to portray the older LaMotta. The dedication stunned Hollywood. The performance earned him the Academy Award for Best Actor and became widely regarded as one of the finest acting achievements ever captured on film. During the following decades, De Niro balanced artistic dramas with commercial success. Films such as Once Upon a Time in America, The Untouchables, Cape Fear, and Heat reinforced his legendary status. His ability to portray dangerous men became almost unmatched. Yet audiences were surprised when he successfully transitioned into comedy during the late 1990s and 2000s. Movies such as Analyze This and Meet the Parents revealed a lighter, humorous side of De Niro that many never expected. This versatility extended his career to entirely new audiences. Beyond acting, De Niro became a successful producer and businessman. He co-founded the Tribeca Film Festival after the September 11 attacks as a way to help revive Lower Manhattan emotionally and economically. The festival grew into one of the world's most respected cultural events. Even in his later years, De Niro continued working constantly. While many actors slowed down with age, he remained active across dramas, comedies, streaming projects, and television productions. His career was not simply long, it was historically extraordinary. Major works and achievements. The career of Robert De Niro is filled with masterpieces that changed cinema forever. Across decades, he created performances so powerful that they became cultural landmarks. One of his earliest triumphs was The Godfather Part II. The film itself is considered one of the greatest sequels ever made. De Niro's portrayal of young Vito Corleone displayed incredible discipline and emotional subtlety. Winning the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor proved that he was no ordinary rising star. Then came Taxi Driver, directed by Martin Scorsese. Travis Bickle became one of cinema's most haunting characters. Lonely, angry, and psychologically damaged, he reflected the dark side of urban America during the 1970s. Critics praised De Niro's fearless immersion into the role. Another landmark arrived with The Deer Hunter. The emotionally devastating story explored friendship, trauma, and the horrors of war. The film won the Academy Award for Best Picture and strengthened De Niro's reputation as one of the era's defining actors. But many critics consider Raging Bull to be his greatest achievement. Playing boxer Jake LaMotta, De Niro gave a performance of astonishing emotional complexity. The role required physical transformation, brutal training, and deep psychological understanding. The film initially struggled commercially, but later became recognized as one of the greatest films ever made. De Niro's Oscar-winning performance is still studied in acting schools' worldwide personal life. Despite his worldwide fame, Robert De Niro remained intensely private throughout much of his life. Unlike many celebrities who embraced constant media attention, De Niro often avoided interviews and preferred letting his work speak for itself. Those who knew him personally frequently described him as thoughtful, observant, disciplined, and surprisingly quiet. Off-screen, he was very different from the explosive characters he portrayed in films. Friends and colleagues often said he listened more than he spoke. His dedication to acting bordered on obsession. Directors recalled how deeply he immersed himself in preparation. Whether learning a new accent, driving taxis, training as a boxer, or studying criminal behavior, De Niro believed authenticity mattered above everything else. Outside of acting, he had strong passions for art, food, and New York City culture. His upbringing in an artistic household never left him. He appreciated painting, music, architecture, and creative expression deeply. Food became another major part of his life. De Niro co-founded several successful restaurants and hospitality ventures, helping shape parts of New York's dining scene. He also became closely associated with the Tribeca neighborhood. His family life, however, experienced both joy and complexity. De Niro married actress and singer Diane Abbott in 1976. During their marriage, he adopted her daughter and later had a son with Abbott. Though the marriage eventually ended in divorce, De Niro remained committed to fatherhood. Over the years, he had several relationships and became the father of multiple children. Despite his demanding career, he often spoke about the importance of family and the emotional responsibility of being a parent. One deeply personal issue that shaped his life involved autism awareness. De Niro publicly discussed his experiences as a father of a child with autism and became involved in conversations surrounding autism research and advocacy. As he aged, many fans noticed a softer side emerging publicly. Though always serious about his work, he appeared more relaxed in interviews and increasingly willing to reflect on his long career and life experiences. He also became politically outspoken in later years. De Niro did not hide his opinions and frequently used public appearances to express concerns about social and political issues in America. His comments often generated headlines and controversy, but they also reflected his belief that public figures should speak honestly about matters they care about. Friends described him as loyal and deeply committed to those close to him. Collaborators who worked with him repeatedly praised his professionalism and generosity toward younger actors. Even after becoming one of the most recognizable faces in entertainment history, De Niro maintained an unusual level of humility about acting itself. He often approached new projects with the seriousness of a beginner still trying to improve. That relentless commitment to growth may explain why his performances remained compelling across multiple generations. Challenges and struggles. Behind the fame and critical acclaim, Robert De Niro's life and career also contained significant challenges, emotional struggles, and difficult moments. One of his earliest obstacles was simply surviving in the entertainment industry. Acting is an incredibly competitive profession, and during his youth, De Niro spent years fighting for recognition. Financial instability, uncertainty, and rejection became part of daily life. Unlike glamorous Hollywood myths, his rise required patience and sacrifice. Another challenge involved the emotional intensity of his acting style. Method acting demanded psychological immersion, and some of his darker roles affected him deeply. Characters such as Travis Bickle in Taxi Driver and Max Cady in Cape Fear required him to explore disturbing emotional territory. Many actors admired his commitment, but such immersion could also be mentally exhausting. Physical transformation posed another difficulty. For Raging Bull, De Niro pushed his body to extremes, training as a real boxer before rapidly gaining significant weight later in production. The process affected his health and energy levels, but demonstrated his willingness to sacrifice comfort for artistic truth. Throughout his career, he also faced periods where critics questioned his film choices. During certain years, audiences felt he appeared in too many commercial or weaker projects. Some argued that a legendary actor of his caliber deserved stronger material. Yet De Niro continued working steadily, believing actors should remain active rather than chase perfection endlessly. His personal life also experienced turbulence. Relationships ended publicly, and family matters occasionally became media headlines. Fame brought pressure, scrutiny, and invasion of privacy. Another challenge came from changing Hollywood trends. As the film industry evolved, many actors from De Niro's generation struggled to adapt, yet he continually reinvented himself, embracing comedy, television, and streaming-era productions. Politically, his outspoken opinions generated controversy. Some people praised his honesty, while others criticized him strongly. Public backlash became unavoidable at times, particularly during politically divided periods in America. Still, De Niro rarely backed away from expressing himself. Health concerns also naturally became part of acting. Though he remained active professionally, advancing age brought physical limitations and changes to the demanding lifestyle he once maintained during intense film preparation. Yet perhaps one of the most remarkable aspects of De Niro's career was resilience. He survived industry shifts, changing public tastes, personal difficulties, and decades of intense pressure while continuing to work at a high level. Many actors experience brief moments of greatness before fading. Robert De Niro sustained excellence across generations. That endurance required not only talent, but discipline, emotional strength, and an unwavering commitment to his craft. Legacy and impact. The legacy of Robert De Niro reaches far beyond awards, box office success, or celebrity fame. He fundamentally changed the art of screen acting. Before De Niro and his generation emerged, many Hollywood performances still carried traces of theatrical style and traditional movie star glamour. But De Niro helped usher in a new era of realism. His acting felt lived-in, unpredictable, and emotionally raw. Audiences no longer watched actors perform characters, they watched characters exist. Younger actors around the world studied his methods obsessively. His dedication became legendary. Learning dialects, changing his body physically, living like his characters, observing human behavior intensely, pursuing emotional truth above vanity. For many performers, Robert De Niro became the gold standard of serious acting. His collaborations with Martin Scorsese also transformed cinema itself. Together, they explored violence, masculinity, loneliness, ambition, guilt, and moral decay in deeply human ways. Films such as Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, and Goodfellas are now considered essential works of world cinema. De Niro's influence extended into popular culture as well. His lines, expressions, and characters became iconic references recognized globally. Even people unfamiliar with his full filmography knew moments like, "You talkin' to me." The line became one of the most famous quotes in movie history. Beyond entertainment, De Niro also impacted New York City culturally and economically. Through the Tribeca Film Festival and business investments, he helped revitalize neighborhoods and support independent filmmakers. The Tribeca Film Festival became especially meaningful after the September 11 attacks, helping restore hope and economic activity in Lower Manhattan. As an artist, De Niro represented authenticity. He rarely chased trends or superficial fame. Instead, he focused relentlessly on craft and storytelling. His performances often explored deeply flawed men, violent gangsters, lonely outsiders, emotionally damaged individuals, but he portrayed them with humanity rather than simple judgment. Audiences could fear his characters while still understanding them emotionally. This complexity influenced generations of filmmakers and actors. Critics frequently placed him alongside legends such as Marlon Brando, Al Pacino, and Jack Nicholson in discussions about the greatest actors ever. Yet De Niro's legacy is not merely about technical brilliance, it is about emotional honesty. He showed that acting could become a form of deep human exploration. His work revealed fear, rage, tenderness, loneliness, ambition, insecurity, and vulnerability in ways audiences never forgot. Even decades after many of his classic films first appeared, they continue inspiring new viewers around the world. That is the mark of true artistic immortality, death. As of May 2026, Robert De Niro is alive. Because no verified public reports confirm his death, there is currently no official date, cause of death, or obituary announcement associated with him. Despite frequent online rumors and celebrity death hoaxes that sometimes circulate on social media, Robert De Niro remains one of the most respected living legends in entertainment. Even in his later years, he continued appearing in films, public events, interviews, and cultural discussions. His enduring presence reflects not only longevity, but also remarkable dedication to cinema and storytelling. Whenever the final chapter of his life eventually arrives, there is little doubt that tributes from across the world will celebrate him as one of the greatest actors in film history. Fellow performers, directors, critics, and audiences alike will remember the extraordinary intensity, realism, and emotional depth he brought to the screen. His body of work has already secured his place in cinematic history forever.